What's up, guys? Today's video is on the top 5 best cameras for video in 2022. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's get started. For all you folks looking to save money and still enjoy a solid product that checks all the essential boxes, we say check out the Canon PowerShot G7X Mark III, the best budget camera for video in 2022. There is a lot of new stuff in the latest edition of the company's popular model. We should start with the processor. Digic 8 is in charge of performance improvements, both in the video and photo department. With the new processor comes a new algorithm for processing JPEG files, so they should be even more beautiful and vivid. For photo editing enthusiasts, the RAW format is also available. The jump in performance is reflected in the speed of the device itself, which has reached new heights with the immediate response to each of your commands. The maximum video resolution of the Canon G7X Mark III has been raised to a respectable 4K delivery at a maximum of 30 FPS without any crop factor. Videos can also be recorded in full HD at a maximum of 120 FPS in slow motion, as well as in HD at 50 frames per second. There's a time limit of 10 minutes for 4K and 30 minutes for other resolutions. For movie buffs who want to enhance their work with better sound, this model offers a 3.5mm microphone input. Perhaps the most significant novelty is that with this generation, footage can be streamed live on YouTube. Vloggers will be pleased with the fine tilt touchscreen, which can be fully raised and directed towards the front of the camera. It's worth noting that the G7X Mark III has the ability to record in vertical orientation, primarily intended for people who watch content via mobile phones. However, in this orientation, you can't stream live. You must first make a recording and then upload. The device offers Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity. The battery can be charged in the camera itself via the USB connector, which means that an older power bank can be used for charging. For the listed price, we are thoroughly impressed. The next product we'll talk about is the Fujifilm X-S10, also known as the best vlogging camera for video available on the market in 2022. In this small casing, you'll find an X-Trans BSI CMOS4 sensor of 26 megapixel and X processor 4. This not only allows you to take high-resolution photos comparable to the top-of-the-line X-T4, but you can also shoot in high resolution. The image sensor has excellent dynamic range, and good ISO performance is certainly convincing. In low-light conditions, it's still possible to snap a clear and detailed picture. The phase detection autofocus system covers the entire sensor and ensures that the camera not only focuses precisely, but also does so super fast. Here too, the X-T4 technology is copied, and the X-S10 can be focused in as little as 0.02 seconds. Using artificial intelligence, the camera can also recognize faces and eyes and quickly focus on them, even in low light. The X-S10 LCD screen displays bright colors and many details. You can look at the screen from different angles, and the screen can be tilted freely. This means the panel can be easily rotated in all possible directions, whether you want to take a photo from above, below, portrait, landscape, or maybe a nice selfie. The X-S10 has a 5-axis body image stabilization that absorbs up to 6 steps of motion blur. The stabilization is aided by the digital image stabilization feature. As necessary today, the Fujifilm X-S10 is also suitable for video recording. You can start the video immediately with the red video button on the top of the camera. The camera records in 4K at 30 frames per second and full HD at 240 frames per second, with a color depth of 4:2, 8-bit on the SD card. The camera, of course, has a manual mode, as well as commonly used preset modes for shutter speed, aperture, and ISO. Additionally, there is a fully automatic mode and SP mode. The latter is especially interesting because it allows the camera to recognize scenes, after which the device has the best settings ready. Good stuff, a thumbs up from here. If you're looking for a top performance and are willing to spend a few dollars more for premium quality, we've found the ideal option for you. Introducing the Panasonic Lumix S1H, the best high-end camera for video available on the market in 2022, recording at 4K 60p resolution with full vlog profile, unlimited recording, and finest codecs, anamorphic recording with unpacked preview, high-speed recording, 2 UHS-2 SD card slots, and original dual ISO sensitivity. This is one mean machine. This model's body's been modified with a thin rear protrusion with 2 grills, containing a fan to improve sensor cooling. It contributes to 5-axis stabilization on the sensor, high-resolution viewfinder, and autofocus with DFD technology. S1H has a reflex-like body, large in size and weight, protected from dust and water. The construction and finish top standard and leave the impression of the highest quality. The commands are numerous and well distributed. The S1H is equipped with a top-quality viewfinder with the highest resolution available, with 100% coverage and an actual magnification of 0.78 times. The device's sharpness is high, and it doesn't suffer from reflection when framing light sources and traces when moving the frame quickly. It's preferable to an optical reflex viewfinder, especially when framing dark scenes. The screen is 3.2 inches with 2.1 megapixels and is touch sensitive. Everything is sharp, smooth, and clearly visible. The S1H is equipped with a mechanical shutter. It can also work with an electronic front curtain. You can choose between only mechanical, only electronic, or automatic selection. Contrast detection focus with 225 AF points selected automatically or manually in singular zone mode. The S1H, like other Panasonic models, uses the company's exclusive depth from defocus technology and a detection rate of 480 times per second. Sensitivity varies from ISO 100 to 51200 with the expandability to ISO 50 and 204-800. Additionally, autofocus always responds well, and the face and eye detection function is outstanding, even remotely. It can identify a person or face and clearly point to the eye closest cameras with 2 cross lines to focus on. If you can afford this beast, we say go for it. Up next, we say check out the Panasonic Lumix S5, which quite rightly took the title of the best 4K camera for video available on the market in 2022. At the heart of the Panasonic Lumix S5 is the same 24.2 megapixel full-format sensor we already saw on the S1 model, so we already know that he's capable of taking fantastic pictures. The Lumix S5 case is great to use because it's smaller and lighter, and when used with a 20 to 60 millimeter lens kit, it makes this model a great camera for travel or everyday use. Of course, some details had to be left out in order to get a smaller and cheaper body. The electronic viewfinder, although it offers a decent resolution of 2.36 million dots, does not exactly match the viewer's 5.76 million dot viewfinder. But for vloggers, this is a real refreshment. Support for vlog, time-lapse, 4K anamorphic compatibility, and much, including dual memory card slots. The 20 to 60 millimeter wide-angle lens is also a bonus. All in all, we're looking at a camera with a full-frame sensor, a clean, ergonomic body, great video specifications, and much more. The thick Lumix S5 handrail lies quite comfortably in the hand, with a shaped bracket on the back of the camera to make the thumb feel natural in it. A disappointment with the original S-series cameras was the fact that the screen could only be tilted, not turned forward. This was especially problematic for video recorders or vloggers who wanted to record themselves. Now, the Lumix S5 has solved that problem by including a fully hinged display that can be rotated forward and has the added advantage of being able to fold when not in use. The Lumix S5 uses the same sensor as the old Lumix S1, which is good news. That means it has a 24.2 megapixel full-format CMOS sensor that we've already seen works very well. The Lumix S5 can record 4K at 60p or at 30p and using a full sensor. Internally, it can record at 10 bits, which was a key part of the appeal of the Panasonic Lumix GH5. This is a quality product, and all we can do is recommend it. And finally, after all the carefully summarized reviews, opinions, and experiences, we've reached the unanimous conclusion that Fujifilm X-T4 is the best overall camera for video available on the market in 2022. Fujifilm is dedicated to making versatile cameras, mirrorless models that can do almost anything at a high level, from action through landscape to video. The X-T4 is simply on another level, offering a combination of superior handling, improved autofocus, ultra-fast continuous shooting speeds, high-power video, and excellent image quality. Fujifilm X-T4 is protected from the weather and the elements. The whole body just screams endurance. You'll feel comfortable when taking X-T4 in difficult weather conditions. Always important for nature lovers and outdoor activities. A significant improvement over the X-T3 here is the addition of image stabilization in the body, which allows you to achieve an additional 6.5 steps of adhesion. This is a great thing for anyone who often shoots in low light and is a fantastic addition to the X-T4 compared to the X-T3. The electronic viewfinder looks spectacularly real, with a resolution of 3.68 megapixels. You'll also get a fully articulated rear LCD screen. This is useful for anyone who prefers to shoot without an electronic viewfinder, but is especially important for macro photographers, architectural photographers, and landscape photographers. In the X-T4, you get shots at 20 frames per second with an electronic shutter, with drops to a very respectable 15 frames per second with a mechanical shutter. You get 12 high-quality options. Other new features of the X-T4 are a checklist for responding to Fujifilm's shutter requirements, a larger battery, improved autofocus, and of course, a new film simulation effect called bleach bypass, elegant retro and analog dials, but the inside is full of more advanced features than we've seen on any Fujifilm X-T camera so far. Overall, this model delivers premium performance and high durability at the best possible price-quality ratio. You wanted the best, you got it. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time, see you guys later.